Hey, everybody, anybody, all that is joining this class. Whoop. Good morning. All right. We are going to practice a little YIN today. And you will need, I'm just going to grab that, one block for practice. I'm going to get started in 1 minute. All right. And we'll just make sure the sound is okay. Hi, Mom. Good morning. So my mom reached out about Wednesday's practice. That did not happen. I missed on a live practice of our flow on Wednesday. Got my second vaccine shot. Made me a little flat. So I did get a little wee sick off of it. But to be expected. I'm really grateful that I'm fully vaccinated. Hopefully, if that works for you, you guys can figure that out as well. Okay. We're going to get started with a sit, and we'll take that sit for about a minute of time. So grabbing your block, sitting your bum up on your block. The lowest height will suffice. Thanks, honey. Husband Paul says all is okay. And just a heads up, sometimes there is a bit of crackling, the internet and doing all this live stuff and all these devices working together. They're imperfect. So I'm aware of that, but for the most part, I think the sound is pretty good and hopefully it's working for you. And we do the best that we can. But thank you for letting me know when it isn't working. I always try and make sure to look into those things. I appreciate that too. But just to let you know, not to get frustrated if things are imperfect. It's a little bit of a lesson in and of itself. So as you prop your sit bones high, your pelvis tilts down. And you get that by sitting on a block. Could be a foam block too. It can be a wood block. I use the corks. And then what you get by that is a little bit of length in your spine, or this kind of almost invitation in your body to sit up a little straighter. And you can just feel for that, how it creates a little more space in the whole of you throughout the torso, and how it almost widens the space and the ability to breathe in and through the lungs. And if you're still making your way to your mat, because I said I was going to give it a minute, no problem. Just take a seat on your block when you're there. And then just notice the belly, maybe being, I guess I'd describe it a little more attentive when you get a long spine and a sit-up straight vibe. And the cross-legged thing that we're doing, you're just relaxing your knees down and wide and feeling that gently open and invite the hips to open here. A kind of Sukhasana sit. We're going to take a few more breaths. Maybe close your eyes, stay long in the spine. And if you want to add on, just flip the palms up wherever they may lay. And in this stillness here, in this beat before we get moving, kind of yin posture. We just get a moment to settle in and shift into how we want our practice to be, because often we're coming off of life, obviously. It could be just morning coffee, family, maybe even a few emails or two. And so just noticing the shift of being on your mat and claiming that space for yourself. And in that claiming of space, just acknowledging that specialness of making a decision around our practice and for yourself. Two more breaths. All right. Eyes that are closed, you can open those eyes, bring the palms together at heart in prayer. Deep breath in for what you need. Whole breath out to leave what you don't need aside. I'm going to get off our block, put it to the top-ish of the mat, somewhere close within hand's reach. Step into tabletop. And in our tabletop, we're just going to start to wag the tail. So tabletop knees are about hip width distance, which means the feet and the ankles are also hip width distance. Hands, wrists are shoulder width distance. And then wag your tail and kind of lean in through the crease or outside of the hips. Each time you wag right or left, you lean into that a bit. Feel how it negotiates space in your lower spine. And then we'll add on and we'll move around through the torso, forward and back. I call this a little bit of free flowing in our tabletop, starting to involve the shoulders and the wake up of the shoulders here with the hips. All right. Breathe in and breathe out. And come to neutral here. Neutral tabletop. Take an inhale, curl the toes under. And then downward face dog, exhale. Stretch, feel the stretch. Maybe you lift the toes, 2 breaths here. A little bit of work right away. Take your inhale in downward face dog. And then bring the right knee to right elbow, exhale. And then kick up to 3-legged dog, breathe in. Full inhale, step to the outside of the right hand, exhale. Slide the left foot further back, left knee down. And then take a breath in as you point your right big toe out to the right. Your right heel slightly in, and land your hips forward and down. And just pause here to feel. Ground into the mound of the right foot, the mound of the right big toe there, and start to press a little more diligently to your mat, because he likes to kind of take off the mat, and just feel how that wakes it up a bit more. And breathe in and out. And then curl the left toes under. If you've lost that, pick up the back knee and breathe in. And feel this stretch with a back leg straight. Breathe out. Sneak into plank. Right foot back. Breathe in. Knees down. Shoelaces to the mat. Chaturanga to the floor. Elbows point back. Breathe out. Press your shoelaces down in baby cobra. Inhale. And then kiss the floor. Exhale. Press into tabletop. Curl the toes under. Breathe in. And then go to downward face dog and stretch. Breathe out. Take a whole inhale and down dog. Left knee, left elbow. Squeeze in. Kick back and up, three-legged dog. Inhale. Step to the outside of the left hand, left toe pointing out a bit. Exhale. Put the right knee down. And just feel the melting in, hips down. And then ground a little bit more through the mound of the left big toe. So you're almost pushing the mat away. And you can just feel how that wakes it up a bit. And you're just breathing. You're feeding, in a way, the stretch, your breath. Think of your breath as water to dry soil in a plant. And curl your back toes under. Pick up the back knee, back leg straight. Breathe in. And you stay here and you evaluate this. Breathe out. You can almost squeeze your belly in and up, but try and stay in the stretch without lifting out of the stretch. For 3. For 2. Step into plank. Breathe in. And then knees, shoelaces down, and chaturanga halfway this time. Breathe out. Push back up with your knees down. Inhale. And then chaturanga halfway, elbows point back. Exhale. Pause. Push back up. Breathe in. And then chaturanga halfway. Exhale. And then pull your heart through for a modified upward face dog. So your knees are on the mat. And then press your shoelaces down to lift your knees off the mat. Breathe out. So knees and thighs off the mat, shoulders back and down away from the ears. Inhale. And then downward face dog, roll over your toes. Exhale. Big breath in and out. Let's do this. Take an inhale, lift the heels. A micro bend in the legs, right foot to the outside of the right hand. Then left foot to the outside of the left hand, heels in, toes out, sit down, Malasana squat. You can use your block, just going to move my mic around. You can use your block underneath your butt if you need. You can bring your hands to heart and elbows to the inside of the knees. And then pause here to sit into Malasana and squeeze the knees into the elbows. Sit up taller through the heart. Breathe in and out. Three and 2. One more breath in and out. Put your hands down, press into the feet, bums up, forward, fold with wide feet. Inhale. And then point your toes forward as you flag them in. Exhale, fold. Feet a little wider than hip width distance though. Halfway lift, hands to shins, breathe in. Fold, weight into the fronts of the feet, breathe out. 3 more of those. Halfway lift, press the shins away and wash the shoulders away from the ears. In breath. Out the nose, fold, bow, exhale, head heavy. 2 more. Halfway lift, breathe in. Press the back of the head into your ceiling. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Fold Uttanasana, breathe out. Roll up slow. When the head comes up last, take the arms overhead in a big morning stretch on your feet. Breathe in. And then interlock the fingers, index high, reach up and over to the right. Breathe out. Come back to center. Inhale. Up and over to the left. Exhale. 2 more, 1 each side. Center, breathe in. Squeeze the heels of the hands together, up and over right. A little more, a little more. Back to center, breathe in. Squeeze heels of the hands up and over left. Come back to center, breathe in. Feet a little wider than hip width. Chair pose, arms stay high. Breathe in. Stay low in your sit. Look forward and up. Breathe out. Let's flow this a bit. Stand up. Inhale. Sit lower. Exhale. Stand up. Inhale. Sit lower. Exhale. Stand up. Arms high. Inhale. Sit low, bum back into the chair, lowest sit, exhale. Stay for the low sit, breathe in. Fold with a bend in the legs. When fingers touch the ground, straighten the legs, exhale. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Sneak into plank, palms down, breathe out. Breath in, shoulders slightly ahead of the wrists. Pressing the back of the knees to the sky, chaturanga. Upward face dog, inhale. Really relaxing shoulders from ears, downward face dog. Exhale, breath. Slow and steady. Steady and slow equals delicious. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Bend the legs, heels high, micro bend in those legs. Breathe in. Hop or big step to the top, squeezing the belly in. Fold. Halfway lift, take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rise and shine, arms high, breathe in. Fold again, breathe out. Keep it moving. Halfway lift. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Plank and chaturanga. Exhale. 1 breath out. Upward face dog to drag your shoelaces forward here. And downward face dog. Breath out. Down dog. Breath in. Right knee, right elbow. Kick up, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Touch your left elbow, exhale. Kick up, 3-legged dog, inhale. Step to the right thumb, exhale. Put your left knee down, arms high, breathe in. And then twist to the right, breathe out. Wrists in line with the shoulders, arms long, 2. And 1. Right arm forward, left arm high with right arm. Breathe in. Exhale, hands down and chaturanga. Breathe out. Upward face dog. Inhale. And downward face dog. Exhale. Breathe in. Left knee, left elbow. Kick up. Inhale. Left knee, right elbow. Three-legged dog, inhale. Step towards the left thumb, exhale, and put your right knee down. Arms go high, low lunge, ujjayi. Breathe in. And then twist towards the left and pause. When you're twisted, pull your left knee more into center and feel that. And then bring your left arm forward and up with the right arm. Full ujjayi. Breathe in. And right into chaturanga. Breathe out. Upward face dog. Inhale. And downward face dog. Exhale. Full breath in and out. You can step the toes slightly in, shorter down dog, feet together, heels high. Breathe in. And then hop to the top out of the bend in the legs. Forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Uttanasana, heavy head, long neck. Stand up, arms high, breathe in. Take your chair pose right away, breathe out. Put your arms kind of parallel to the floor. And then flip your palms up and feel that energy in the arms. In breath. Prayer hands to heart. Twist to the right, exhale. Stay with it. Don't try and run from it. Feel everything for 3, 2. As you come out of the twist, stand up, arms overhead. Breathe in. Hook the thumbs up and over left. Breathe out. Stay with it. Feel everything. Pulling the thumbs away from one another back to center. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe out. A little different this time. Halfway lift. Inhale. You're going to step your left foot back. Left knee down. Exhale. Take your arms forward and up. Breathe in. Hands to heart. Twisting over this front leg again. Breathe out. And use this left elbow to hook on and pull your heart twist. And then curl your back toes under and straighten your back leg. Full breath in. And out. Frame your front foot, hands down. Breathe in. Straighten your front leg. Fold your forehead into your shin. Breathe out. Beautiful. Walk your hands to the left, wide-legged fold. Inhale. Toes slightly look in, fold deeper. Exhale. Crown of the head may even possibly face the floor. Feel that. Let it go. Halfway lift. Take a breath in. And then bend the left leg and flip the right toes up. Sandasana. Come back to wide-legged fold. Inhale. Take the hands to the hips. Press through the feet. Get up through the torso. Exhale. Point your right toes to the front of your mat. Bend your right leg. Arms to warrior 2. Breathe in. Try lifting your front heel, keeping that warrior 2 energy, and just feel where it calls attention to in your body. Back leg might show up a little more. Less flexibility, more containment perhaps. Deep breath in and out. And then right heel down, arms high, right leg straight. Breathe in. And then hook the thumbs and reach the hands to the left side. Stretching your triangle, reverse triangle here. Breathe in. Come into triangle pose, right hand down, breathe out, left arm high. You can use your block here at the inside of your right foot or at the outside. Turn your left hip in and down, but wash that left rib cage back. Look up for 3. Holy moly. Press into the mound of the right big toe. 2. And then reverse your triangle again. Breathe in. And as you come forward, bend the front leg and half moon, kicking the left leg up, running into your modems like I am. Oh, practice at home. Delicious. As you kick up through the back leg, really flex the back foot, left arm to 12 o'clock. And maybe your right fingertips are templated at a block or hand to heart. Step into warrior 2 through an inhale. And then cartwheel the hands and kick the back heel up here. Exhale. Right arm high, breathe in. And then step into Vashisthasana, either modified or right foot in front of your torso, grounding you to the mat. Because even with fancy poses, you're grounded to the mat. You lift off from being grounded for 3, 2. Right hand down, plank pose, breathe in. And then chaturanga, elbows point back, breathe out. And then upward face dog, inhale. And then downward face dog, exhale. Kick your left leg up, inhale. Bend and stack the left hip over the right, exhale. So bend the left leg, stack the left hip. 3 breaths here. Yeah, 3 breaths. Ground through the right heel. 2. 1, take your inhale. Touch your left knee, left elbow, stay, exhale. Kick up 3-legged dog, breathe in. And then step to the left thumb. And the right foot steps forward, exhale, fold, breath out. Feet hip width distance, peace fingers to big toes. Halfway lift as you hold on to toes, breathe in. Elbows point to the sides, pull and fold. Really active forward fold, breathe out. Stay in the fold. Take what you can get from it. Power up your arms for 3. 2. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, breathe out. Feet together, stand up, arms high, inhale. Chair pose, sit it down, exhale. In chair pose, arms parallel to the floor, fingers point straight ahead. Feel, plugging your shoulder blades back, and then flip your palms, feel those guys. Waking up through the forearms into the eye of the elbow, breathe in. Hands to heart, twist to the left, breathe out. And stay in Pavrita Utkatasana as you roll your left rib cage up and back. Stay with it for 3, for 2. Come out of the twist, stand up, arms high overhead, breathe in. Keep them high, hook the thumbs up and over to the right, breathe out. Stay with this guy too. Come back to center, pulling your thumbs, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold down the middle, breathe out. Halfway lift, take an inhale. Right foot steps back, right knee down, exhale. Arms high, undulate breath. Breathe in. And then hands to heart, twist over this front leg again. Breathe out. And use the hook of this right elbow to lift almost like upward dog through the torso heart. Curl your back toes under, straight back leg. Pick up the back leg, keep the heart high. You might need to almost re-hook, reinvent it a bit. Breathe in and out. Come out of the twist, hands down, frame the front foot, stay, breathe in. Straighten this front leg, variation of pyramid pose. Stay and fold, forehead close to shin and knee, breathe out. Walk your hands to the right, wide-legged fold, inhale. And then bow with a heavy head and heart, like all the power is in letting go. Exhale. Halfway lift. Breathe in. You're going to bend your right leg, Sandasana, and flip your left toes as you land in this. Ground the left heel. Breathe out. Come back to wide-legged fold. There's your inhale. Breathe in. And then hands to hips. Push through the feet and pick up the torso as you ground into the feet to the earth. Breathe out. Point your left toes to the front of your mat. Bend the left leg. And wings are into warrior two. Look over that front hand and ground. And then feel the power of the legs and also the power of flexibility without dumping into our flexibility if you're hyper flexible. Pick up the front heel, ground down through the ball of the left foot. It will make your legs show up a little more and to squeeze through the inseams of the legs. When you put your left heel down, then arms high, straighten the front leg, breathe in. Hook the thumbs, reach up and over to the right. Reverse triangle, breathe out. Take an inhale here, ready it up. And then go to triangle pose. Maybe template your left fingertips onto a block inside of the foot or outside of the foot. Right arm high. Pick up the spirit of the pose. Wowzers. Plug the right shoulder blade down the length of your body. Feel that turn on. Turn the right hip in and down a little more. Right rib cage washes back. She washes back. Breathe in. Next inhale. Reverse the triangle. Legs straight. In breath. Come forward. Bend the front leg. Half moon. Kick up the back leg. Right in. Ardha Chandrasana. Whew. Flex the back foot, spread those back toes, wake up the right arm high. On your next inhale, warrior two. Yeah, and on your exhale, cartwheel the hands, right heel high. Stay with a breath in here. Left arm up. And then exhale right into Vashisthasana. You might modify this guy. Left hand down. Situate that guy into plank. Breathe in. And then move through Chaturanga. Elbows hug and point back. Upward face dog to drag the shoelaces forward. And downward face dog, breath out. Full breath in and out. Bend the legs. You might zip the legs to heels high. Breathe in. Big step or hop, top of the mat. Breathe out. Feet hip width distance. Inhale. And then hands underneath the feet, toes to wrist creases. Active forward fold gorilla, pull and fold, exhale. Let go of this forward fold, hands down, breathe in. Step into plank because I forgot something and that's how I am. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward face dog, inhale. And downward face dog, exhale. And then you're going to kick your right leg high to get that opener. Breathe in. Bend the right leg, stacking the right hip over the left. Got to get that. Left heel down. Stay for 3 breaths. Imperfect. We started there. We'll be there. 1 breath in. Right knee, right elbow, exhale. 3-legged dog, inhale. Step forward through the right foot. And then the left foot, exhale. Because we did gorilla already, halfway lift, breathe in. Bow and fold, breathe out. This time, heel toe the feet wider, heels in, toes in. Inhale, a little halfway lift. And then exhale, sit down into Malasana with your arms forward, reaching your fingertips forward. And then you might fan inward your toes as you reach your arms forward. It'll add a little bit more in towards the shins. Feel the hip creases waking up. Can you stand halfway up? Breathe in. Can you sit down? Breathe out. Halfway up, breathe in. Whoo. Down, breathe out. Use your arms to balance this. Halfway up, breathe in. And down, breathe out. Bring the hands to heart. Sit down. Come into Navasana as you legs. And so Navasana is kind of a balancing act on the sit bones, that kind of perfect spot to lengthen the spine. Heart forward without crumbling the spine. And some people like to get their legs straight and they shake for some. You can try it on. Squeezing the belly. 3, 2. Ardha Navasana is when you go long and hover everything except the butt. And then exhale Navasana. 2 more. Exhale. Ardha. Exhale. Ardha Navasana, just to hold on and see what's what. Maybe the arms, like you're in the swimming pool, go back. Hover the shoulders. Squeeze the belly. 3, 2. Lay it down. Breathe in. Shavasana. Breathe out. Right knee into chest. Interlock the fingers at the right shin. In breath. Pull. Exhale. Bend the left leg. Left sole of the foot to the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Thread the needle. Pick up and interlocked hands behind the left thigh and flex the right foot. Breathe in. Pull the left thigh in, but ground your lower spine. Breathe out. 3, 2. Left sole of the foot back down on the mat. Breathe in. Pick up the right foot with the right hand. Half happy baby. Right thigh messy soup to the right. Breathe out. You can put your left hand on your left hip crease just to kind of help you ground down through that side. 3, and 2. Right thigh over the left thigh, eagle legs. Try and bind the right foot behind the left calf. Breathe in, cactus the arms. And then let the knees fall to the left. Breathe out. If you don't bind the right foot, no worries. You can just feel like a little sweetness through. But if you can't do it, it might just fuss with the sweetness, so get the sweetness instead. Bring the knees back up. Breathe in. Unwind the right leg. Breathe out. Left knee in, interlock, opposite grip. Right leg long. Breathe in. Pull. Pull for YIN relieving. Breathe out. Right foot back onto the mat, bend the right leg, left ankle over the right thigh. Thread the needle other side. Flex the left foot. As you pull, ground your lower spine down. Use your left elbow even to press to the inside of the left thigh. Keeping it active and interesting. Release the hands, right sole of the foot down. Grab the left foot with left hand, half happy baby. Messy eye out to the left. For 3. For 2. Bring it back to center. Breathe in. Step the left foot down. Knees look up. Breathe out. Put the arms overhead and pick up the bum. Bridge pose. Breathe in. Stay high here as you squeeze a little bit through the glutes and ground through the upper back. Breathe out. Full inhale. Full exhale. As you put the bum down, put the arms forward and down. Breathe in. And ground here. Breathe out. One more bridge. Arms overhead. Pick up the butt. Breathe in. Stay high through the butt. Breathe out. Keep the butt up high, hips up high, arms forward and down. Interlock these hands underneath the butt. And bring the elbows and the shoulders closer together underneath you. Full bridge, Setu Bandhasana expression. You can pick up your left knee and then kick up your left leg. Breathe in. You can step that down slow, but keep your hips up high, bridge pose. You can pick up your right knee into chest and then kick your right leg up. Breathe in. You can slowly set it down, but keep your hips high, bridge pose. Breathe out. Last little bit here. Inhale. Put everything down as you sneak your hands out from underneath you. Breathe out. Bring both knees into chest and hug, hug, hug. Inhale. You can ground your lower back down and your head down as you hug. Exhale. Let's rock and roll this guy. Hands behind the knees. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. Back. One more time. And then you're going to stand up. Arms overhead. Breathe in. Hands to heart. Breathe out. Beautiful. Pick up the right knee. Inhale. And then kick it back into dancer's pose. Exhale. You can keep your left hand at heart for a beat as you kick back for a beat. Beautiful. Kick up the left arm high and then kick into full expression of dancer's pose. For 3. For 2. Beautiful. Come back. Breathe in. Step down. Breathe out. Arms high, left knee up. Breathe in. Little different. Kick back into topple tree. Breathe out. Bring the arms forward and up. Inhale. Micro bend the right knee. Hands down. Standing splits. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Firmly put your hands down on the mat ahead of your right foot, about 2 feet. Left knee into the eye of the left elbow. Breathe in. And then pick up your right heel and put your right knee a little higher than your elbow. And see if you can come into Bakasana. Breathe out. 2 breaths. In. Out. You can hop to Chaturanga. It's one of the last few we'll do. Breathe out. And then upward face dog. Melt it through. Downward face dog. Exhale. Inhale, heels high. Big step forward or hop. Breath out and fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Stand up, arms to high. Breathe in. Hands to heart. Breathe out. Pick up the left knee as you stand on your right foot. Inhale. Send it back for dancer's pose. Exhale. Start to kick, maybe even as the right hand's to heart, and then see about picking up the right arm into full Natarajasana expression. Breathe in and out, go for the kick. Bring the knee back, stand up tall through the heart. Inhale. Step down, hands to heart. Exhale. Kick up both arms, right knee high. Breathe in. And go into topple tree. Start by washing the arms back, pointing the right big toe in and down. And then do the work of arms forward and up in line with your ears, warrior 3. Micro bend the left leg, hands down, standing splits. Kick up. For 3, 2, kick, breathe in. Right knee towards the right upper arm or eye of the elbow. Pick up the left heel, put the left knee to the left arm, Bakasana. Last time. And then hop or step into your Chaturanga and move it through. Ooh, so much work. Upward face dog gets the inhale. And downward face dog gets a full exhale sigh. Option to hop the knees wide on the outsides of the hands, or 2 big steps. 1, 2, toes touch, knees are wide. Take your prop, we're using this guy again, and make sure that he's somewhere behind you, especially if you know hero pose to be a little hard. You can put your block at various heights. You lie down, which is effectively not a total lie down, but if you can bring the principles of lying down into this pose, you should feel for the space of yin a little more. And what that means, or how I mean it to be, is yin gives you space to be still and show up to the shape and let the work of the shape tell us the story. Although you may have set it in and think that's it, it changes even by showing up to it as still as possible. It gives a little bit here and there. It evolves a little bit here and there. And so as we witness all that's going on with the shape, we might also notice how it informs the breath and the heart and the mind. If you've started with a prop underneath you at a high height, it might evolve at some point to go down to a lower height or even disappear. Some people can get their back body pretty close or flat to the mat in this. So as you evolve in the pose, just making sure that any shifts or changes to evolve in the pose don't happen because we just want to shift or change. They're honestly showing up to the change of the asana, the shape. For the last minute or so, the add-on of arms overhead may be available to you, just to open a little wider through the whole front body. If your arms are overhead, you're slowly kind of walking them or stepping them forward. You can hold on to your ankles and ground your elbows down, or you can hold on to the outsides of your mat and ground your elbows down. And then just start by picking up your head slow. Don't underestimate that portion of it. Rise your head and your chin a little higher than heart. And then kind of press one elbow at a time in and then one hand at a time in so that you're mostly getting up through the center line. And then you'll put your block out in front, maybe to the top of your mat. And with your hands down in between your knees and about shoulder width distance, palms flat to the ground, you can press into your shoelaces to come into downward dog and roll over the toes, or you can step. I like a little bit of press in so I really wake up the ankles. And have this counter pose as an offering to your back body, your ankles, your feet. If you feel any kind of heat through your legs or any kind of tingle, that is a new wake up of fresh flow, blood flow, oxygen. That is the wake up of things shifting. And pick up your heels high and walk your toes to the middle-ish of the mat, so under the hip creases. And then reach for your block and maybe bring it to the side, one side of your feet, whatever side you choose. And then reach to the top of your mat and start to roll this guy in as tightly as you can towards your toes. And then step your feet back when you get to your toes, about one step back, and roll to your toes again. So you get a nice rolled up mat like a poster. And then step your first heel onto the rolled up mat with the balls of the feet and toes onto your floor. And then step your other heel onto the mat, and your feet are hip width distance with your heels on the mat and your toes and balls of the feet on the floor. And similarly to us sitting on the block at the beginning of class, we've tipped our pelvis forward and down a bit by lifting the heels. The same way we lift the sit bones in that sit at the beginning of class. And then you can take your block, put it about a foot in front of you so that it stands up kind of high to halfway lift you. Breathe in. And then set into dangling yin pose by folding heavy, tucking your chin in honestly to long your neck, either leaving your hands on your block to support but not stay lifted, or maybe you change the height, or maybe your fold so deep that the crown of the head meets the block. Or if you want a little more dangling, you can hook on to opposite elbows and let the weight of the elbows help your fold. And then stay. And we offer a bit of a counter here into the spine comparatively to where we were in Hero. In Sleeping Hero and Supta Virasana. There might be a micro bend in your legs to free up space in the hamstrings, but not so deep that you're working the quads. It should feel like somebody's given you a muscle relaxant through the whole of your body to fold in a dangling kind of way. And you've just fallen asleep in this fold. Turned off all the muscles, all the charge to relinquish control. For 3. For 2. Stay in the fold. We're taking a big breath in together. And a big sigh out. If you've hooked elbows, release that hook. Heavy arms still dangle through the arms and hands. Slowly out of that dangle, maybe find support by putting the hands on the block to help push into a little wee halfway lift. Breathe in. And then fan your toes out and your heels in. Heels still on the rolled up poster mat, and sit down into Malasana for a beat. Breathe out. Take a moment to reset. Might feel a little tingly, even a little spacey. So take that moment. And then you're going to bring your hands behind you, put your bum down, and extend your legs so that your thighs are resting on your rolled up poster mat, and that you lie down and you find your way into Shavasana with a little lift of the legs for maybe a little more space of the lower spine. And the lift of the legs provided by way of that rolled up poster mat. You can, of course, get rid of the rolled up poster mat and just kind of kick it out with your heel. Or you can keep it if you like that little lift of thighs. Thanks for joining, you guys, whether you're here with me now or later on. We'll be back teaching YIN on Sunday, 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern. Sweet, sweet dreams, guys. Namaste.